You know that feeling when someone looks all successful from the outside? Like they look like they've got it all together, it all figured out, everything is going according to plan. Yeah. There was a moment the music stopped working. Not because it was wrong, not because it had changed, but because I was growing. I was creating, performing. Listen, I was in the stew, okay? Working, pushing myself to keep going. But quietly, I was grieving a version of myself that I hadn't returned to, a version of myself that I wasn't staying true to, I hadn't tapped into. You know that feeling when someone looks all successful from the outside? Like they look like they've got it all together, they've got it all figured out, everything is going according to plan. Yeah. When something looks successful on the outside, but it feels empty inside of your body, inside your soul. That was me. I tried to push through it, to convince myself, like, be grateful. Be grateful for what you've achieved. Be grateful for the success that you have had. Now, everyone has a different definition of what success is for them. So I tried convincing myself to stay and to keep betraying myself in some way. But my nervous system had already left the room. So I did the bravest thing that I knew how to do. I stopped forcing sound and I let it speak to me. I had to be open to receiving the message that my higher self was that I had been trying to give me. And I had to honor myself, to choose myself, because I didn't know how to do that. I had to learn how to have boundaries because I didn't know what the definition of having boundaries was. To stop being a people pleaser, I had to, and I still struggle with that today, because it's an ongoing learning course that you take for the rest of your life, healing and being the version of yourself that you know you're meant to be. But anyway, I had to unlearn a lot, and I had to learn how to choose myself, how to trust myself again, because for the longest time I didn't trust myself. I had made all these decisions and betrayed myself so many times, listened to outside voices for so long that I couldn't even recognize the sound of my own voice anymore. And I had to sit with that. I had to be real with myself and ask myself, are you going to keep betraying yourself and betraying your truth? Because when everyone is gone, when the curtains close and it's just you looking at yourself in the mirror, I have to ask myself, am I happy? I have to be real with myself and ask this question. Like, how much longer are you going to just ignore your spirit just so that you can stay loyal to these other people and these other callings and these other tasks and missions? And anyway, when I stopped forcing sound and just agreed to let it speak to me, that's when everything began to unravel. And also at the same time, it all began to come together. If you're in a season where things that once fit no longer fit for you, you're not broken. You're not. Part 4 is when the awakening found me.